Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to the Sexy Brutale. So I have some good news and some bad news. The bad news is, I spent some time last night researching the Grimace, and it turns out that nobody knows what he is, not even the people who made him. So that's just a mystery that we're all going to have to live with forever. I'm sorry for involving you in that. The good news is, I went back and watched the footage from Friday's episode so that I could note what I had actually tried and what I had not tried, and I realized that I didn't do something that I thought I had definitely done. So we're going to do it right now. We're going to go... I thought for certain I had lit the candle and then listened to the ghosts as Orem was coming through the room the first time, but it turns out I didn't. I talked about doing it. I said, hey, maybe I should do this thing, and then I didn't actually do it because I got distracted because I have a very short attention span. So we're going to do it now. As soon as I load in here and I'm allowed to manipulate stuff. Oh, God. Oh, they're... Oh, interesting. So, like, this is my life meter up here. And that slowly drains if I am caught by the flying masks. Which means that actually it's basically impossible for that to trigger. Because it seems like I would have had to stand there for a really long time. I talked about doing this and then didn't end up doing it. I did, I think, hide in the wardrobe at some point and watch him go through, but I hadn't lit the candle. And then I did light the candle and hide in the wardrobe while he was coming out. But if this doesn't work, then I'm back to being out of ideas, which I guess is the other bad news. That's okay, this is going to work. You know how I know it's going to work? Because it's the last thing left. Okay, yeah, the ghosts are talking about Orem. I don't care how big he is. If he doesn't know the password, he's not stepping foot in this club. Wait, shut up, you two. Is that... I don't know, is it? It is! That's Orem Runes, man! Wait, really? Man, I love his work. But if he doesn't know the password... Listen, they're trying to run a ghost society over here. They got rules. Everyone knows the password's Eleanor anyway. Who cares? That's true. Everyone does know that. Technically, I'm one of everyone. Oh, that's interesting. The ghost actually steps aside. I assumed that he walked right through the ghost. He definitely walks right through the ghost when he comes out. So it's not that he couldn't. Alright, so we don't want to go through right now, but now I know what the password is. Oh my god, what a relief. For real, I was dead out of ideas if that didn't work. So let's go and deal with the... Oh, I can't get through here. What am I thinking? Let's go and deal with the statue that has the stolen arm. Then we'll come back out here and deal with the bar statue after Orem is gone. And then we'll have to follow him and get the one that we're about to run past, because he interacts with this one quite late in the cycle. This guy. Oh, I feel very relieved that I managed to finally get this. Listen, it's frustrating to fail at an adventure game puzzle on your own time. It's quite embarrassing to fail at it in front of literally fives of people. Alright, so we gotta wait for this very withering exchange to complete here. I kind of wish we had a fast forward button. I don't want to jump all the way to 8 PM or anything. I want it to be like 4:45. Hold shift to make it be 4:45. I'm not 100% sure that this is the most optimal order for these, but I think it should work. I'd be very curious to know why Thanatos knows the things he knows. Hopefully, we'll get some amount of information from them after they're able to take their masks off. Sometimes people seem to have some wisdom for us in that case. Alright, so we got the statue's arm. Let's go run and fix that up. Then we'll go to the bar, and I think we should have plenty of time. and then we never have to watch two men be burned to death again. As far as I'm concerned, is the greatest gift this game could possibly give us. Alright, now I do that. He's probably just about to come out of the bar, I think, because he stays in there for quite some time. And now that I know that, like, we would almost have to stand around and wait intentionally to be in any danger from the flying masks effect, I am completely unconcerned about just running right past him here. Oh, it does look like it doesn't reset, though. I bet it resets when the day resets. That's right, you let me through. This is very interesting, and we're going to talk to all these ghosts and stuff later. Right now, we need to save some lives. It's nice to see that all the music is diegetic, though. That's cool. May as well grab this card here while we're here. Man, that note really takes it out of him. Yeah, we'll check out that room and the other bar room where Orem gets the drink later. Okay, I do believe... It's nice that it doesn't make us run all the way over here. Turns out that's done it. Also, I have to click through this dialogue now. The statue symbols. I don't understand. This shouldn't be the correct combination. You think maybe the Marquis changed them? It's possible. But if that were true, then the ones I was working towards... Well, it's too terrible to imagine what could have happened. I'm feeling better than I thought I would. Maybe I don't need this mask on right now. Yes, I rather feel a weight has been lifted. Yeah, that's good. Just toss them aside. You know, you don't need those. I'm actually not really sure what mask power we would get here. Why did I take the longest possible way around? Ah, Boone! Lafcadio, how are you, man? Did you do something with the elevator here? I had the most terrible feeling. Boone, would you mind terribly continuing our search for Lucas? I am worried about him, but he is least likely to be offended when the concern is coming from you. That boy loves you, Laffy. Looks up to you, you know. Even with all his crazy riches, he still has a soul needs saving. Plus, this old fool here owes me a drink. And some staff members an apology. Well, I don't know about all that. There will be zero apologizing. The sass on that young man. I tell you, in my day... It's true. Sass is a very polite way of describing the thing that was happening there. So we're going to get Thanos' mask. What is Thanos' ability? Maybe it'll just let us know more stuff about the mansion, since he knows stuff about the mansion. Thanos' mask is yours, Boone. It's actually very similar to my own mask. It would look really similar if you hadn't left your weird bloody handprint all over my face. The genius architect Thanos Gorecki had an unparalleled knowledge of the Sexy Brutale. Visiting certain areas of the mansion will trigger memories and reveal secrets. Unlock new entries in the brochure by using the power when the prompt appears. Okay, cool. That is basically what I thought. He knows more about this place than any man, except perhaps for Reggie. With that mask and Thanos' knowledge, so much will be revealed to you. Thanos' monument is your path forward, but he can also reveal so much about the mansion and the path you've already taken. You've opened a path downwards, Boone. I want to thank you. There is something so precious down there, in the dark. Come to find me. Yeah, I will. Is that the sound of her walking? She's leaving, like, gross, goopy footprints everywhere? Oh, I was gonna go back and explore. Okay. That's cool. I don't want to see these neat memories. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I was gonna go look at some stuff upstairs, like that, the back room behind the bar, but okay, we'll just push forward for now. Actually, will it even allow me to go back upstairs? Like, could I go back and look if I wanted? I might be stuck for the moment. Nope, that just is the clock now. The elevator is a work of art. It appears to be wrought from pure gold, with one of the finest examples of a clockwork lift mechanism you could imagine. For it to be hidden down here is a selfish crime. I guess those are some pretty good gears. The candles burn clean and bright, reflecting what could well be pure gold paneling on the floors. I'd be more comfortable with that. Oh, wait. This room. We remember. What do I remember? I remember a brochure entry. That's right. I know that. Okay, well, let's click on this so that that goes away. It's interesting that there's another tutorial yet, because that was the last mask power, isn't it? Yeah, all of our mask powers are filled out. We still have one person left to save. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Oh, hey, we never did read about the Moloch egg, apparently. The Moloch egg was one of the Marquis's most guilty pleasures. The egg itself was one of the 3 legendary treasures created for Russian nobility by the Runes family, the greatest goldsmiths in living memory, of which Orem is a distant descendant. The reason the Marquis acquired it, however, was mainly because he knew that his old friend and security expert, Grayson, was obsessed with the egg and driven almost to madness with a longing to see it. The Marquis, fully capable of being a complete bastard when it amused him, delighted in dropping none too subtle hints to Grayson that it was hidden somewhere in the mansion. At first I kind of thought he was like being nice and bought it for his friend, but, you know, everybody has to find their fun where they can, I suppose. Reginald Sixpence... One was the... probably that's supposed to be once. Reginald Sixpence once was the closest to the Marquis of all the guests who visited the mansion. The Marquis recognized that within Sixpence was a true spark of genius, and he confided and colluded with him like no other. Sixpence knew about the basement, and created a mechanical elevator using sections of gilded steel that Orem had created to his specifications. For many engineers, knowing that their greatest work would be hidden in the depths of a basement would be an insult. But Sixpence truly lived for the pure joy of the challenge, a trait that would perhaps come to be misused. A little bit of dot Yehud going on there. Alright, well, I'm sure it'll let us back up into the mansion proper later, because there's still areas that we haven't been able to, or, you know, the fire doors and stuff. There's still stuff we haven't been allowed to do yet. 3 paintings of people you do not recognize. I hear footsteps. Who do you think would be down here? It's probably all just goons, right? The books appear to be written in a foreign language. Then you realize every page is filled with lurid descriptions of murders, handwritten in mirror writing. Well, that fits a theme, doesn't it? What is all this for? A bank of electronics. The main console is labeled Theater. It looks highly technical, but some of the wires have been torn out roughly. I said, what is all this for? Like, oh, this must be some kind of secret device that's being powered, except we know that the mansion has a huge electrical draw. We've seen all kinds of devices. I'm just being silly. Not thinking. Hey look, free playing cards. Machines possibly undergoing repairs? I don't know, it doesn't look like they're undergoing repairs. So Lefkadio's got context information that we don't have, I suppose. There are schematics for what appear to be some kind of explosives. They are too technical to understand, but they nibble at the edges of your memory for some reason. For some reason. Yep, another one of these mirrors. So we know there were dudes in here. We might be able to catch them talking if we reset the day and then ran over here as quickly as we could. So that is definitely a thing to consider. All the real work gets done in the basement, I suppose. These pots appear to be pure copper. This collection is worth a small fortune. A large and very stinky couple of cheeses, and a cooking book entitled Cheese. Embrace the stench. What is that shoved under there? Is that maybe just wood for burning in the stove? Or let's not ring any bells. Hold up. Looks like a servant's dining area. Dirty dishes piled high. It's perhaps the most comforting and homely thing seen in the mansion so far. Yeah, there are some things about this place that are a little otherworldly and unsettling. An ornate dumbwaiter. There's a statue arm inside. Huh. That's interesting. I guess, for a second there I was thinking that's going to be a problem, you know, for the timeline. But that's right, we're not actually saving all the people every day. My brain wants to make this a time travel game in ways that it is not. Alright, I guess let's see what the bells do. Bells alerting the servants that they are needed upstairs. I was really worried something might happen. That was very anticlimactic. Okay, well, I'm sure this is just another playing card. We're getting pretty close to a full deck, though. The paintings on the wall are a triptych with an inscription at the bottom. The story of Aoyagi. So he was a traditional Japanese fisherman from the 1300s or something. And then he bought a tuxedo and danced with a fancy lady, and now he's the moon. It's a good story, it's a classic, that's why every culture tells it. A small table for cards has been set up here. A series of books on the history of Japanese ghost stories. I know a little bit about Japanese ghost stories. Hopefully, it won't become terribly relevant, because frankly, some of them are real creepy. I don't want to have to deal with any scary Japanese ghosts. Any scary ghosts at all, really. 2 bottles of Chateau Margaux 1787? Question mark? Are these 2 bottles of that? Who knows? Lefkadio certainly doesn't. The cabinet is filled with 5 bottles of Mouton Rothschild 1945? Impossible! How could that be? We all know that wine is fictional. There are 2 bottles of Macallan M whiskey on display. The sheer cost. Well, you know, it's kind of nice to see that the, what's-his-face, the Marquis, has some things that are not solely kept for the value of their ostentation. A secret meeting room hidden deep in the mansion. Just being in the room affords a sense of intrigue and power. Uh-oh. Oh. I've discovered a secret passage in the basement. Have I? That probably should trigger after I walk through this. I guess, yeah, from the back it's still obvious that it's a secret passage. Books on the correct preparations of antivenoms. Some of the pages are worryingly well thumbed. Well, I mean, I don't know that it should be worryingly well thumbed. We know why they would need to do that. So they're serving people poisonous drinks all the time. It looks like this day is going to be completely given to exploration. There's a bunch of rooms marked on the map that we didn't see. Oh yeah, there is a place where we didn't go through a door. So now we could get back upstairs. Now that we know where that secret doorway is, we could go back upstairs and investigate things with our new mansion memory power. Thought I saw my mask light up for a second there. Ooh. What is this now? Above you are delicate glass tubes. Walkways? Maybe there's a series of walkways that connects that cabin. Oh no, there has to be, right? Because we saw one of those mirrors. How would the goons get to that mirror if there wasn't some kind of tube system running out under the garden? Oh. Well, this is curious. Very curious. Are these guys robots too, maybe? If they are, they're unusually dickish for robots. Boone, this place is not like the rest of the mansion. This is where the Marquis keeps some of his most powerful secrets locked up tight. Behind this statue, I believe there is a door. Hold up, you don't know? My whole deal in this game has been based on the idea that you know what you're doing. You need to find the way to open it. If I can talk to him, if I could just see what... I cannot stay here. Please, Boone, help me see what's behind this door. Okay, so now I'm driving. We're all screwed. This is bad news for everybody, frankly. Are these wires or roots? What is this? Pipes or tubes connect to the statue. They feel more organic than mechanical, like veins or arteries gone cold. It's definitely concerning. I doubt the key of old habits will be functional here. That lock seems to be maybe the wrong size. But you can tell they keep big secrets behind it, because you need a big lock to do that. A vein-like tube. It's horrible to be near. Okay, well... we have this arm. I guess let's just see what's what here. Oh. That's strange. Also strange. Yeah, I need some information about this room before I touch anything in it. Why did we learn something new about the Heaven and Hell staircase? The dining hall has never been used to hold a formal meal, as staff and guests alike find it deeply unsettling to be in. A dumbwaiter connects down to the kitchen, as is usual in mansions of this size. As a somewhat macabre joke, the Marquis had the room laid out for a dumb supper, a meal for the dead, which was a reference that he was certain Willow would appreciate. She, however, found no humor in it whatsoever. Okay, so we got this information when we interacted with the dumbwaiter. Fair enough. A cold wind blows down here. The door opens into a wide outdoor field deep in the depths of the mansion. It is impossible. You recognize the names on the graves. You recognize the carvings on the stone. And I can very slowly scroll down to a whole lot of nothing, which is unsettling in its own way. Yeah, there can't... Clay Rockridge. Red Rockridge. Aurum Runes. Okay. Some stuff is going on here. Some things that I am not comfortable with are going on here. A perfect bright red rose. Is there a hidden path at all for me to walk around? No. All of the flowers, all of the graves have flowers laid out at them. It kind of looks like they're all different colors. These two look pretty similar, but that might just be an issue of the lighting. One of them is lit up and the other one's not. Let's keep looking around here. There's a couple more doors. We can check out one more door, probably. Paintings of everyone, huh? And this room's a dead end? Seems to be. Alright, we don't have time to read these. We wouldn't get through all of them anyway. Let's see what's in this other door. Wow. Well, that's unusual. Okay, this basement is a strange place, possibly fictional. Might entirely be in my head. Honestly, all of this might be in my head. I totally might be dead. Let's not forget, we did just sort of wake up on the ground, not knowing what had happened, while everyone was being murdered. Let us not consign it to the realm of impossibility that we also have been murdered. But for now, it's sort of immaterial. Far more than whether or not you've been murdered usually is. Okay, so we know there are guys in here, right? The plan? Darkness. The bait? Oh, these two. Illuminated. Which switch? Uncertain. Ah! Yeah, that's good. Just hit it. Percussive therapy is very good for machines. Success! I don't know how to double my voice, or I would have done it. Okay, then they go upstairs. Now that they have messed with the electricity. Alright, let's go grab the arm from the cabinet, just in case, or from the dumbwaiter, just in case we need it. And then I'm going to go and read the text on all of the, read the descriptions, rather, of all of those paintings. Oh, it won't be here yet. Yeah, the guy has to actually put it into the dumbwaiter. Well, we'll come back for it if we need it. I'm sure we need that rose for something, right? We still have a branch over here to explore yet as well. So did they... They're not here. So they must walk in through one of these doors after they've completed their deeds for the day, and then they just stop and wait? Just stand there? It's all very strange. Huh. Interesting. This is definitely weird. Oh. Okay. Definitely weird. Yeah, I don't really know what to make of this, to be perfectly honest with you. Oh, that's so cool. You change the speed of the rotation by where you walk on the record, the way it would actually work. That's really neat. The fact that they thought to implement that makes me think it will be used in a puzzle in some way. Alright, let's see what's up. Thanatos. A note is scrawled on the dark blue picture. Thanatos avoids the lift shaft. Immolate instead. A note is scrawled on the gold picture. Aurum, render in the furnace. Grayson, lure, entrap, impale. Red, self-termination on electrics. Manipulate affections as needed. Tequila, lethal self-laceration. Then feed to spider. Drowning too mundane. Despair into hanging. Trinity, always hears the garrote. Put her in with the spider. Clay, killed the spider. Poison him instead. Sixpence, blow his brains out. Well, they did a bad job of that. I'm pretty sure it's a chest wound. So, there, gotcha. Killed the spider, huh? Well, we know that's not true. Maybe there was more than one spider? The note on her thing said the spider too, though. Dunno. It's weird being down here. This is a weird place. Alright, let's see what is this way. Hopefully it will be something very significant to our understanding, because right now I'm a little bit at a loss. Alright, vein like tubes that are horrible to be near, sure. The walls are patched together with old wooden beams. It feels insecure, like an old place just holding together. Well, at least we get a lot of doorways here, so we have to get up there at some point, because we need that card, obviously. What are you? A cocktail goblet. Are cocktails generally drunk out of a goblet? A cocktail shaker repurposed as a mug. Okay. An enormous gramophone stands in the dark. It is from here that the announcements for the mansion sound out. But who would create such a thing? Aurum would lack the mechanics, Thanatos the inspiration, Sixpence the innovation, and Tequila the drive. The record spins when you run, creating sound and fury for as long as you exert yourself. But you go nowhere. You arrive back at the beginning, older, but no wiser. Alright, I get it. I get the connection to the theme. A large basin filled with brackish water. Well, let's take some with us. Hooray. Brackish water is my favorite kind. A small sapling pokes up from the cracks. Well, we could water it. Oh, I did something. I know not what, but something, certainly. What if we keep watering it? Okay, we don't get the little tremor again. We'll just carry this water around in our robe. Sure, it won't be a problem. A notebook. The first few pages are filled with tally marks. The sheets are dirty. The papers are too faded to read. There's even a little meal tray. But who would they be keeping prisoner in here? And why'd they let him out? Hey, pinball. Sexy Brutale pinball machine? It needs a ball to play. Okay. I hope they let me play a pinball machine. I'm actually good at pinball. Probably better at pinball than I, Sorry, what was I saying? This is very impossible. In general, I would say that impossible is a binary quality. But I think this qualifies as very impossible. Can I just... No. This looks like a staircase, but no, I can't walk down it. Huh. Well, that's certainly odd. Is this some kind of surgery robot? Something is under the sheet. There's a gentle sound of a ventilator. In, out, in, out. Well, I probably shouldn't be pressing any buttons in here. Wait. I saw the mask. I remember, do I? I certainly have some questions. A laboratory? A hospital? A torture chamber? The room gleams with advanced technology and machines hum in the background. There is something on the slab. The outline of a person, perhaps. There is heavy breathing, as if the machines are forcing air into someone's lungs. Nitrogen, nitrous oxide, and oxygen. Well, I know what nitrous oxide is used for. Click, but nothing more. Perhaps another button will begin the sequence. Let's not mess with this yet. Hold on, there's one more door to look through. No, there's not. I went in here already. Did I miss anything? It looks to me like we've been through all of the doors that we're allowed to go through. No, I did miss one. We'll play with that very important, very expensive looking medical machinery in a minute here. Right, so this is this room. Yeah, I missed whatever's through here. Oh, no, I didn't. It's that doorway. Or, no, it's not. It's this one. That doorway probably reads as being on a separate floor. Oh, wow. Hi. Return to the empty tank with new eyes. Well, found a roulette ball. My roulette ball, in fact. The staff will take your coat, sir, but only in absence of other collateral. That's funny. Okay. A grate in the wall. You can hear the casino faintly in the distance through the vents. The house will provide a round of cocktails in the event of a royal flush. Looks like a huge amount of power is being used in this room. A mechanized skeleton robot is on the table. Its innards are laid open. It's partway through repair? Or construction? Well, I doubt we'll make it back to the pinball machine in time. I suppose we'll just... I'm not allowed to reset the day? Okay, then we will stand here until the day resets naturally. You know, the way days naturally do. Alright, we're going to go get that ball. We're going to run it over the pinball table. Complicated medical machinery, I don't feel so comfortable with. A pinball table, that puts me right at home. I could use a little bit of comfort right at this moment. Feeling a little uneasy. Alright. It's nice that I don't have to grab the arm again. I guess once the illusion is dispelled, it remains dispelled? Wow, please do not bend, eat, or attempt relations with the cards, is what that said. It's true, you shouldn't do that. Other people have to touch those. This is the pinball room, right? Is Lafcadio good at pinball? Well, good enough to win a playing card, I suppose. A bizarre pinball replica of the mansion. There's a girl hanging in the darkness, a man with a shotgun, a stage with spikes, and more. It needs a ball to play. Somebody's been planning this for a very long time, or that was built after? Maybe, you know, there are some things that don't reset. How long have we been here? I guess let's go mess with that delicate medical machinery until we kill whoever that is. Seems like a smart plan to me. Well, that's not the right one. Okay. So I guess we just figure out the sequence through trial and error, probably? Oh, that ain't right. Oh wait, what is this? The room is sterile, cold. Not even the slightest attempt at any kind of comfort has been made. This might be a clue. But also, we could just brute force this puzzle pretty quickly, so I will. Oh, well that wasn't it. Okay, this machine hums to life. 2 machines are now up and running. A third correct press. The room is humming with energy. I bet that's the last one. Well, here we go. Let's do whatever this does. Something is happening. Okay. So we've halfway lit up the tree. So yeah, it looks like they are robots. They're just sassy robots. With a decent sense of comedic timing. Happy, but, you know, murderous. It's a good combination. So the puzzle to be solved here to light up the rest of the tree is in the graveyard room. But there's not really a lot to do here. Oh, we can use the flowers. Okay. The colors, the paintings. So we can interact with Aurum, Red, and Clay's graves. I'm going to assume Red is probably the one that gets the red flower, but the paintings all have colors associated with them, so let's just double check. Clay. The gray picture. Orange picture. Bright green picture. Dark purple, yeah. Pale purple picture is red. Deep green picture. Gold picture, and dark blue picture. In fact, none of these are red. Oh, but I can probably swap the positions of the flowers? I guess that doesn't really matter if red is not right for any of them. So let's see here. Aurum is kind of a purpley color. Red is a pale grayish. Okay, so yeah, I can trade the flowers. Alright, clay, red, and aurum. I might need to get a piece of paper because my memory is pretty bad sometimes. Aurum's picture is gold, as one might expect. Clay is gray. Red is pale purple. Clay is gray and red is pale purple. Flower takes root in the soil and blooms. Okay, so this is pale purple. And then the light gray flower goes here. Yeah, sure. Easy as lion. Eleanor. Well, you didn't have any other match for red. Eleanor Bondis. Still a name that we don't really know too much about. The crypt is empty. That doesn't really look like something that should be set on fire. What are you talking about? Alright, I suppose let's let ourselves out here. So maybe that big door doesn't require a key after all. I suppose we'll see. It kind of looks like maybe it does. Statue is partially lit. There's a horrible organic quality to it. Do I get any different text? Some kind of energy pulses through the pipes. It churns your stomach. So we do still have to get some kind of key. Possibly. Okay. Is there anything down here the purpose of which is still terribly mysterious? Oh, yeah, I guess, you know, there are a couple of things that are unusual. I mean, I say that we need some kind of key because there's a big cartoon rendering of a keyhole. But, first of all, we don't have the option of interacting with this with objects. And secondly, what kind of key could possibly... we wouldn't be able to carry it. The red wires run out to here. Oh. This tree's a lot bigger than it was last time we saw it. Do we have to reset time repeatedly and keep watering the tree? Let it grow for a day and then... very strange. That might be it. This isn't lit up exactly. Is there anything else running out of this thing? No, these are the ones. Just leaving the room and coming back doesn't do it. Soil's wet. So my hypothesis here is that we will go back in there and find the soil to be dry, but the tree considerably more grown. And if that is in fact the case, then that's very concerning, because that means we understand basically nothing about the nature of what is going on here, even less than we thought we understood. I mean, some things haven't reset, right? Like the lighter didn't go back to where we got it from, it stayed with us. Those also don't reset. That's nice. It does help one avoid tedium a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty new. How long would a man have to water a sapling for it to grow like this? Well, it turns out just a few days. It's really not that bad. Okay. Alright, good, because I didn't have any idea what else we might need to do. Well, this has all been very unsettling. Okay, that also is unsettling. Does he have a little golden door built into his chest? Oh my god. What has he done to you? No. Run. This... Is this... Oh, hey. Hey, guy. Listen, we're all masked buddies here. No need for whatever horrible thing you're thinking about doing. Well, well. This is utterly tiresome. I mean, well done and so forth. You found my secret, etc. I know it must look cruel, chaining what appears to be a madman up in a dungeon. Well, that's not good. It's really going nuts now. Using these mirrors to show him the guests being murdered over and over again, tormenting him until his tears of sorrow and rage fill the tank that is his prison. But it's all very necessary, you see. Yes, I can see how you look at me. Can you? But... Boone, take this! Get out of here! No, I rather think not. Yes, that's better. I control every part of this world. This creature, however, is what you might consider the battery. He is my power source. The two of you were the only aspects outside my grasp. But now, I think it's time to end this. Not with a bang or a fanfare, but with a simple snap of my... Oh, that ain't right. That's not what he was hoping for. Go. Okay. Sometimes batteries fight back. This is very much not over. Well... I guess I don't know what I was expecting. It's not any more unsettling than any of the other stuff we've seen down here. Okay, I have a lot of questions, not least of which is how to proceed, but I think we'll have to try to answer those tomorrow. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you are all as absolutely intrigued as I am. I want very much to know what's going on here, but we're going to have to wait till tomorrow to find out. And we'll see you then.